Send it up and no. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, go. They say they're free, but they're bound to the gavel. Claiming laws don't apply on their gravel. Ask me no questions, they holler and stammer. But they're failing hard in the courtroom grammar. This, that, and the third, they shout on demand. While irregardless spills from their hand. Two negatives fight, it's a grammatical crime. The final destination, doing hard time. Oh, I'm taking you to grammar school, where the sovereigns and Karens break every rule. Cuffed and corrected, they're learning the truth. Their syntax is guilty. No need for proof. Karen's in cuffs screaming, this isn't right. Throwing tantrums in the Walmart light. Her pop exploded, she's losing her cool. But double negatives ain't bending the rules. Sovereign guy in his windowless van. Your Honor, I don't consent. Understand. The judge just sighs, slams the book shut. Grammar and justice are teaming up. Oh, I'm taking you to grammar school, where the sovereigns and Karens break every rule. Cuffed and corrected, they're learning the truth. Their syntax is guilty. No need for proof. No need for proof.
Hey, cut that count down a little bit short. Okay, guys. I'm doing the next part of Sovereign Citizen 101 with Jerry freaking Kane. Jerry freaking Kane bringing back our, what do I call him? The South Dakota Sovcit. So in this case, I'm gonna do it the opposite way I did the last video. I'm gonna start with South Dakota Sovcit because he ended the last video in a traffic stop. And I forgot I have a recording that he made from inside the car. So let's just start with that, and then we'll move over to Jerry freaking Kane. Okay.
More orders. Okay. You guys see that? The morning clip. Just so I can read it. Did you write that part?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
was like, that doesn't look the same.
No, I don't got the greatest memory, man. I got to write things down so I don't forget.
All right. So, when was this written? The 3rd. So it's been about a month, right?
It's been less than a month.
What, 3rd to the 27th? What, read the 27th?
Yeah, that makes it only 24 days. That's a bit less than a month.
Okay.
Not even February has that many. You know what I mean? Come on.
So I'm going to tell you this, okay? With standard warning tickets, most of the time it's 10 days. You get 10 days to fix the problem, or else you get a ticket for it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, by the way, it's completely possible this is a separate traffic stop.
Yep, I understand that.
So the state law says 10 days.
We're already at that point.
I didn't give you a specific time frame.
Then it's his fault.
But like I'd explained.
Oh, okay, so you heard what he just said, right?
Yeah. So he was giving you the benefit of the doubt just to get it fixed, and you didn't, and it's been 24 days now, right? So he gave you the benefit of the doubt the first time. You're still driving around with those same violations, so he's got to address those.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, he can write me a ticket for those.
Okay, so do you have your license on you?
Am I required to provide this?
Yes.
Who is ordering it?
That's South Dakota state law, for one. When you're
Does
operating a motor
does man
vehicle.
require a license to travel from point A to point B with his
In the
property?
state of South Dakota, yes.
You think so?
Yes.
It's
Oh.
also an additional offense if you do not have your driver's license on you.
Oh, that's cute. I don't care. You write me all the tickets you want, man.
I will. Okay.
Do you have your license on you?
Insurance.
How much longer am I going to be detained here?
Until we can get this all
Until you
figured
comply, I would
out.
already had you on your way, but you want to continue to refuse.
We
No,
gotta
it would have
get
been
through
really
this.
nice to have not been stopped in my travels, man, and just been on my way.
Okay. Well, we're already to this point as it is right now, right? We're
What
already
is
here.
this point?
We're already in this stop. We're already on a traffic stop.
Yes.
We're past
Yes,
road
this
traffic.
man is already interfering with my right to travel.
All right. So do you have your license and your insurance card.
I may have those things.
Okay. If you have those, just provide those, and we'll get on our way with everything. You're prolonging the stop at this point, not us.
I'm being harassed at this point, man.
Okay.
If you fail to provide your insurance, I'm towing your vehicle.
No, he
You're
can't.
gonna steal my property?
Yep.
He can't. It's under my name.
You're-
Because I don't know if you have
You,
insurance.
Taylor White, another man, is
Provided it.
communicating that you're going to commit robbery of my property.
Okay. Get out of the truck. I'm ordering you to get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle.
You work for the sheriff,
I do.
and you're
I do.
you're gonna let this go
Okay.
down this way, man?
Yes.
This is the law of the land?
Yes.
This is the law of the land.
Step out of the truck.
Let's just say this. If you're new to Sovereign Citizens, go back and watch any one of the other 50, 60, 100 videos that I have on Sovereign Citizens. But yeah, another dummy doing dummy stuff.
So, are you going to be compliant and come out?
I have no problem complying. I'm
Okay,
asking
then-
questions,
then
trying to
just
figure out what's
comply.
going on here, man.
Okay, then you can fight all that in court and take it to court. And if you want to file harassment, you file that through court, not here roadside. Okay.
Just to be clear, he's
Right
ordering
now, we
you,
got to
right?
get through this traffic stop.
They're ordering you, right?
So he's
Paul?
asking you to get out of the car. So are you going to get out of the car and comply?
Am I being ordered? I will
Yes,
gladly
he
follow
ordered you to
orders.
get out of the car. So are you going to follow that order and get out of the car?
Do you want to back up? I don't want
I'm
to.
going
I don't
to,
want to
yes.
be accused of hitting you with the door.
You're good, you're good, you're
I'm
good.
a very peaceful person. I don't want to be accused of no violence or nothing crazy, man.
You're good.
Doors open.
Okay. So have you guys ever heard the term folie à deux? It's basically when more than one person, two or more people share the same delusion. And that's typically what we run into when we have a sovereign citizen and wife or sovereign citizen and kid. You know, two people share the same delusion. In this case, the whole sovereign citizen BS. All right. Well, anyway, so I believe it's the same traffic stop. I don't remember what happened in the last video. Did he get arrested? Or did they let him go? I don't remember. I think he got arrested, didn't he? Anyway, what? I don't even remember if they took the car or not. Just go back and look at part 1 of the series, and then you'll know. All these guys are starting to blend together at one point. So anyway, I found another video on this guy, and to me, and I've only watched part of the video, but to me, it looks like he's playing First Amendment auditor. Some of y'all might call it frauditor. So let's check that one out.
Why are you asking me to leave a public building?
I told you, and you come in twice a week, and you harass us, and everybody in here knows it.
How am I harassing you? Can you,
You
please
come
explain?
in and you ask questions. You didn't do this, you didn't do that. I called here, I called there. It's harassment. I have customers to deal with. Now I'm
I'm
asking
not interrupting you from.
to leave.
I'm not interrupting
Okay.
you from interacting with any of the customers, ma'am.
I
I'm only
have a
asking you a
line
question.
behind you.
Then they may simply go ahead. I'll kindly
Okay,
wait.
go.
Look
Go
at her
on your
face.
I
way.
will kindly wait,
I
ma'am.
have
But
no
she's-
more answers
she's
for you.
answered everything to the best
I have
of
no
her
more
knowledge.
answers for you. None.
So you have no answers as to
No.
my certified mail as to what's going on.
I have no clue. I have no clue. You go to Noel and ask Noel why he marked that. I could guess all day long.
This is no
Sir,
longer a question for
please.
Noel. This is a question
Oh my
for
God.
Calm down, Don. Breathe.
this is a question for the inspector's office.
Okay, but
Okay, go call
she's
him
not
up.
the postmaster. She's
call
answered
him
the
up.
best she can.
And where is a postmaster available?
We don't
Monday.
have one.
There's no postmaster at this post office?
It's none of your business.
That's none of the public's business.
Come on, you guys. You know, she's answered your questions the best of her knowledge. Now you have to go step 2, further up the ladder.
I've gone further up the ladder. I'm not trying to create
Okay,
controversy.
well, if you go
I wish
further-
to settle all controversy. I
If
don't
you
want
went further
conflict.
Up the ladder, why you back asking her? Because she don't know. She
Well, I
just
was
told
here.
you.
I was here to seek the postmaster.
They're not here. They're not here today. I will come back Monday.
Oh, I'll gladly come back. But she says if I come back, I'm harassing them just by asking a question. That's harassment. I'm not trying to create any conflict with you either.
No, it's none of my business.
No.
I was just saying that she answered your questions to the best of her knowledge. And
But this is a public service that is here
sending
for
you
the
to
people,
but
right?
she's also directing you to the next step. She's done all she can do to help you, sir. And
She
she's
can't
asking
research
you-
this?
No. She's asking you to go to the
You
next
know for a fact she can't research this and find out that there hasn't been any
step. Like I
obstruction
said,
of
I'm
my
not a
correspondence.
government employee.
So you don't know if she's
I don't
assisted
know.
me as far as she can, correct?
She said she did. So
She
we have to
said
go
she
by-
did.
Okay, but we have to go by what she said, sir.
Yeah.
And someone could
She
lie and
got a
say
line.
whatever they want. Does
She
that
got
make
a
it true?
line.
She can gladly help these people.
Come
I'm
on
not
down.
interrupting business.
Well, she's talking to the police, so.
How are you not interrupting business? How are you not interrupting business? It seems like you do this fairly often. And I wouldn't doubt that you've asked for the contact information of the postmaster many times, and asked the same lady many times the same questions. So to come back to do it again, yeah, it's probably harassment. Now, again, I don't have contacts, but from what I've seen already, in this case, I'm not giving you the benefit of the doubt.
This could have been avoided. I need to get going.
Yeah, if people would do their job, this could definitely have been avoided.
Well, you know, if you're not getting satisfaction.
You stop being a Karen. I mean, Kevin.
Postmaster's not here today. She's just a clerk.
Oh, I fully comprehend what you're saying. I'm not arguing the fact.
Just comprehend.
So, okay, so this person does not live here?
This person supposedly does not live here, but if they don't live here and the address is changed, then this box is supposed to be marked yes, and then the address is supposed to be written
But
in here.
somebody marked no on there.
Exactly.
And that's not
So
her
my
fault.
letter, I'm not saying it's her fault. I'm not accusing anybody of anything.
So whoever received that should
Okay,
put the
I'm
correct
asking you to
address.
leave again. There's people, you're making a scene.
You people may go right ahead. I'm not interrupting anything or making any scene. I'm only asking a question. Very politely, I may add.
Do you want to sign for Darla? Stay over here. I just need to change it to yours for me. Oh, you're trying to do it online. Yeah, and they'll call me if they can't get it to work. Okay. And I'll tell them that is a legit address. and
Okay,
email
so
me.
should I? Probably this is my house.
Oh, you can, yes.
Okay, I will do that. I can step over here.
You got my big package for me?
Yes,
Yes.
I do.
I love her shirt. I love it. I've never seen one. Hey, neighbor.
Every time.
Blah, blah. Here comes the cop.
Hey. Is it you that they've
Morning.
asked to leave?
Am I being trespassed from a public building for asking a question?
Okay, I don't know. I was just told that they had a guy here in a stocking cap and checkered shirt that wouldn't leave, that they want to leave.
I haven't received any written notice of trespass.
It doesn't have to be written, but if they don't want you, they don't have, you know, they have the right to deny you, send you on your way.
So are you telling me I'm trespassed from a public building without written notice?
Okay. As of now, you are giving verbal notice by law enforcement that yes, you're trespassed to leave the premises.
You can't trespass me, sir.
I can. If you
According,
don't leave, then you will be charged with trespassing.
are you communicating some sort of a threat?
No. I'm telling you, they have the right to deny business to you. I get that it's post office, but it's not.
So this is a public building and they could deny access to the public? Is that what you're saying?
Okay, if you guys don't follow First Amendment auditors, this is what they do, right? They instigate to a point where they arouse a police response to get trespass from a public building. And yes, a post office is not considered a private business. Where any private business can ask somebody to leave, you would have to leave. If you don't leave, you get arrested. Post office is a little bit different. But typically, what First Amendment auditors will do is they'll film or record or take pictures, and then they'll claim it as a First Amendment right. And then they'll use that against the police and the post office to say, well, you trespassed me for exercising my constitutional right to, blah, blah, blah. And then they reference this poster 7, which is the post office rules. In this case, the lady is saying harassment is her reason, which is probably more of a lawful reason to kick this guy out. But it seems like the officer doesn't have 100% of the context. He probably walked in, hey, which one's the guy? It's that guy. Okay, you got to go. So for the sake of protecting themselves from a lawsuit, the police probably just need to fill in some gaps here. It probably won't be hard to do in this scenario, but you can see where this is going.
It's a federal facility. It's a post office, and they can deny anyone. They don't have to serve you here. There's other post offices you can get your stuff taken care of.
I'm just here to ask a question.
Okay. Either way, if they don't want you here, they have the right to tell you to go.
Can you show me this in writing?
It's South Dakota statute. I don't have the exact number, but
Statute's not law. If you're going to charge me with anything, you must present the statute or whatever you're saying.
It's in the South Dakota codified laws. I don't have the exact number.
And he's wrong. By definition, statute is a law.
Well, where is it? How can I find it? How do I know you're not lying?
Statute.
Okay. I'm not going to do all this sovereign stuff, okay? Either leave now or you will be charged with trespassing.
If
that's what you feel you must do,
Okay.
I'm not
Are you going
arguing.
to leave under your own power?
I'll gladly leave. I just
Okay.
have a simple
Then
question.
they're asking you to leave. I am telling you to leave. You can figure it out another time. Call, figure something out, okay? They can deny you service just like any other business.
I'd only like to know when the postmaster is going to be available.
Well, unfortunately, they don't want you here to tell you that. Call next time and ask them.
So are you denying me access to this public building?
I am telling you that you need to leave or else you will be charged with criminal trespass, yes.
So you are denying me access to this public building?
I'm not denying you. They have the right to deny you. It's not my building. It's a federal post office.
No.
It doesn't have to take your questions and have to take your
Oh,
package.
God. Can't handle the music.
Well, they did, and that's what I have questions about.
Okay, well, then my best advice is to call up here and get some information. If they don't want you here right now, then you gotta go.
Can you show me this in writing?
Okay, I don't have it on me. I'm standing here next to you, okay? But
And I'm supposed to just take your word for it?
yes.
And what if you're lying to me? It's
I'm
a
not
simple
lying
question.
to you, man. I'm doing my job.
If you're not
here,
lying to me,
okay?
you could show me a simple...
Okay, I don't have any way to write up a trespass, okay? But
So there's going to be no written
South
notice of
Dakota state law
trespass?
says if you are given notice by either the property owner, a business.
Who's the
someone
property
works
owner?
there, well, that would be the federal government, but also, okay, you're cutting me off. Property owner, business owner, or someone who works there can deny people access, or law enforcement.
So who is denying me access to this
Apparently, the
public
employees
building?
here that don't want to serve you, and they don't have to. So
Okay.
you are being told by them and by me now, certified law enforcement, to leave. And if you don't, you will be arrested, will be charged with criminal trespass.
Are you bound by the Constitution, yes or no?
I'm not doing this.
Did you swear an
Are
oath
you
to-
going to leave or not? I'm placing an arrest. That's it. I don't need any other information. I'm not.
He's not really doing the sovereign thing. He's doing the frauditor thing. Sovereign thing's a little bit different.
Did you
tell you
swear...
whether-
But he's known in the city as being the sovereign guy, so I'm sure every cop in this tiny town, and I'm not sure which town it is, knows this guy.
Oath to the
Whatever.
Constitution, yes
You
or
need to
no?
leave, or you're going to be under arrest.
Are you
Those are
communicating
your
a threat?
choices. I am communicating to you that if you don't leave, you will be placed under arrest.
Are you communicating a threat to
I'm not
hold me against
threatening
my
you.
will?
I am advising you that you need to leave, or else you'll be placed under arrest.
Are you communicating
Okay.
a threat?
I told you I've answered your questions, so you need to leave. Are you going to leave or no?
If you're threatening me, then of course I'll leave. I don't wish to be threatened.
Okay, I'm not threatening you, but you have to leave, or else you will be under arrest.
So if I arrested you and held you against your will, would that be a
I'm not being
threat?
trespassed. I'm not being told to leave by the cops or by the employees. You are. South Dakota state statute says that they don't have to do business with you.
Really? Can you show me that in writing, please?
Okay, you have to look it up on the South Dakota statutes website or something.
Look, I'm not trying to be non-compliant.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not trying to
but you
create any
are, because
controversy.
I've already given you a verbal command to leave, and you're still playing this question game.
Are you a
this
public
sovereign
servant?
Stuff. Yes, I am.
Does a servant have any right to order the master?
Okay, I told you I'm not doing the sovereign stuff. Okay, so
I'm not
you-
no sovereign citizen.
Whatever you are, whatever this is, we're bound by the laws of South Dakota.
You're bound.
Okay, and so are you.
I'm not bound by
Well,
anything.
either way,
My,
they
my,
have the
my
right.
my rights only end where your nose begins,
Okay,
man.
you need to leave or place you under arrest. That's it. There's no other discussion. There's
So
no
you're
questions.
communicating a threat.
I am communicating to you that you need to leave. If you have business, call ahead next time and let them know you're coming. That way, you don't, whatever reason they don't want you here, I don't know why, it doesn't matter, because they have the right to tell you to leave, just like any other business.
Did you swear an oath to the
Okay,
Constitution,
I
yes
told
or
you I'm not
no?
doing this anymore, man.
It's a simple question. Like, why can't you
You're
answer
not
a
answering
simple
any of my
question?
questions. You're not doing what I'm, so why would I answer yours? I'm asking, are you going to leave?
If you're
Answer me that question.
if you're communicating a threat, I'll gladly leave. I don't wish to for
I
any
am just asking
controversy.
you to leave. I'm not threatening you any kind of harm or anything like that.
Arresting me
but
is
I am
not harm?
advising you that you will be placed under arrest for criminal trespass.
I don't understand what you're
Well,
saying.
I guess I don't know how to explain it any simpler, but you need to leave. That's as simple as it gets.
What's with the gloves, man?
Well, we're preparing to place you under arrest. I'm giving you every opportunity to leave. If you don't, then you will be placed under arrest and you will go to jail.
So you're communicating a threat. What's your name, sir?
Okay, Officer Roop.
No. Your name. You're another man,
Officer
just
Roop,
like.
R-U-P-E, right here.
What's your name? Your first
I
name,
told
man.
you, I don't need to tell you my first name. So, you can leave or you can go to jail. 5226. That's a badge number.
So you're communicating a threat to arrest me if I do
Yes.
not leave.
Yes, I am. Leave.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
You have a very nice day. How are you?
All right. I'm not gonna shake your hand.
Oh, okay.
Go
Would
ahead.
you be willing to shake my hand? No? Oh, you're part of that thin blue line gang. I see.
Don't come back unless you're invited back. If you come back, then you go to jail.
I will,
Yep.
with no written order
You are
of trespass.
officially trespass from here until they invite you back and tell you can come back.
And who am I?
I don't know who you are. Are you gonna identify yourself to me?
Are you going to identify
I did.
yourself to
Officer
me?
Roop 5226.
No. What's your name? You're
I
another
told you my name.
man.
That's my last name.
What's your first
Okay,
name,
leave.
man?
Out of here.
Okay, you're
Go.
communicating
Bye.
threats. I don't wish for no harm.
Goodbye.
You have a very nice day, sir.
There you have it. So if you're curious, do those lawsuits, so if you were to go back and sue the police for the trespass, do those lawsuits, do people who do that, do those lawsuits actually succeed? And the answer is yes, they do. If you just Google it, use the words First Amendment auditors who've sued police, et cetera, for main trespass from a post office, yes, you'll find examples of people who have won lawsuits from getting trespassed from post office. However, again, they use the First Amendment defense, where this doesn't really fit into that. You know what I mean? Especially since he's been there according to the lady there, a bunch of times, right? So it's probably closer to harassment. I'm assuming he's asking the same questions over and over and over again. He's also going to run into some issues because First Amendment auditors and sovereign citizens, they don't do things the same way. And if he starts blending the two, his reality is going to be more warped than it already is. And maybe that's his problem in the first place. All right, let's get back into Jerry freaking Kane. I don't remember where he left off, but I can tell you he did 2 speeches in back-to-back days in this city in California, and I already forgot what city it is. And I'm just going to finish the first one completely because it's not that long. The second part, and by second part, I mean the second day of the speech, because this is technically the second part. You will see his son, and you will see at least one line that his son used in one of these speeches that they used in the movie too. So anyway, Jerry frickin' Kane, Sovereign Citizen 101, Part 2, added to the stage.
I'm gonna find somebody to get them fighting. See, and then.
Oh, and if you missed Part 1, just go back and watch it, and then come back here, because I'm not gonna explain Part 1. But this is Jerry. But if you didn't see the movie Sovereign, you need to go watch that movie, and then this is gonna be a better experience for you. Also, I still plan on doing that documentary where I'm going to take pieces of this and then the news stories, the body cam footage, the statements from the ex-wife. Like, I've got so much information on this dude.
Ends up I get what I want because they don't want to go in there. They don't want me going in there and
conspiracy theories.
All dirty laundry all over the place. But I will, because I hear some woman say, "Oh yeah, I know that woman's a bitch." Oh yeah, is she? Oh yeah, she thinks you're a bitch. Yeah, she said she's over here telling people you're a bitch. Are you gonna put up with that? Oh yeah, they don't want to see me. Because I'm real friendly and real helpful. Always helping. So anyhow, the call reports that I saw showed that's what it's called, and something else. And so that's what I was going on.
The title sheet, as it could be the title sheet.
It seems to be that it was something like financial transaction accountability profile or something like that.
Now, do you get
It was I think it had 4 words in it.
Do you get that from OCCJ or the DTC?
Well, the person that I saw that had a copy got it from a subpoena. They subpoenaed it from the bank.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got it during discovery. But see, I'm not really interested in all that stuff. I don't care so much about all that stuff because, as we'll get into later in the administrative end of this, if I, the people, give a declaration to the servant, and the servant fails or refuses to act upon that declaration, then I have not waived my right to act for myself. If you hire me to mow your yard, it doesn't mean that you can't still mow your yard.
That's right.
Okay? When you give power of attorney to somebody, you retain the ability and the authority to act as well.
That's awesome.
The power is in the people. How about the representatives in Congress? The people give these people power, and they go up there and they usurp it, and they trample all over it, and they use it wrong. Well, it doesn't mean that we can't hold them accountable. As a matter of fact, in New Mexico, they even have a process where 24 people can get together and hold a grand jury. And it's statutory. Can you imagine that? It's statutory. 24 of us can just get together and hold a grand jury.
It's also do a petite, very cool. Petite grand jury.
But I'm saying they codified the common law in New Mexico where where the people can actually go do it.
Yep.
In the statute law.
In the statute law. For the good little slaves that need to see it in black and white that says I can do this. The point is, the thing that people don't understand about law is simple. There's no excuse for ignorance of the law because law is very simple. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. If you're not going to come and steal from me, I won't come and steal from you. It's real easy. If you don't lie to me, I won't lie to you. So anyhow, what we discover from this is that what we've done is we've gone in and we've given them instructions to set up 2 separate transactions The one transaction is finished and completed. The second transaction is yet to be completed over a period of time, which would be the security instrument. About the registered part of it, I'm not really sure about because I haven't really gone down that road of study. It's recorded on the public record. I don't know if that qualifies as being registered or not. But I do know that if the security has a maturity of over 8 months, then the Securities and Exchange Commission requires it to be registered. Mm-hmm.
So they've actually sold the promissory note, which was a negotiable instrument, converted it into a security, and now they're trading
No, they converted it into these.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You created the fund.
What they've done is they've grouped
And now they're
them all
holding
together,
these,
added
waiting
a
on you to pay
QSIP
this
number,
off.
and then tranched it out as a collateralized mortgage obligation.
But
And that's
none-
how they monetize it.
But see, now you're getting into all the little nuances that that doesn't matter to
I
us.
understand.
Right.
He's
We
asking how.
got jobs to do, we got cars to fix, and if you hire a servant to sweep the floor, do you really care what model broom he uses or how many,
right.
straws are on the damn thing? No, you just want the broom. You don't even care if he uses a broom. He could use his shirt for all you care. You just want the floor swept. Okay, we got other things to do. I'm going golfing or whatever, okay? I don't have time to worry about how the floor gets swept. That's what I hired you to do. That's your job. You to be the servant, not me. You're supposed to serve me, not the other way around. These people have to have us. They cannot cook an egg. They cannot fix a broken leg. They cannot create one piece of paper without us. And now we're finding out they can't even create this paper without us. Because we're the ones that are creating it. Are there any realtors or ex-realtors in the room here from California? From California? Yes. Current? Any current? Current? Yeah. Do you have a purchase agreement with you? Not with you? Anybody? Okay. But you're familiar with it. You can verify what I'm saying is true or not, correct? Thank you. That's good. This will be a second witness then. Okay. Is it true that it says at the very top, California, right? Yeah. Is it true it says at the very top of the current California offer to purchase real estate, it has a big logo of the California Board of Realtors?
Sure. Association.
Right. And then, oh, that's right, you call it association here. I'm used to Ohio. It's board in Ohio. Association here. Same thing. Same as. All right. Then does it go on to say, at some point in time, I'm not sure if it's the first page or the last page, says that this form is approved by the California Association of Realtors.
I don't really recall it saying that.
It does.
Yes.
It does. Thank you. Does it also say I believe it's at the very bottom of page 10. It's a 10-page document, right?
Well, actually, it's the 8-page, but then there's a buyer advisory that are the last two.
Right, and it says 10 at the bottom, right?
Yes.
8, 9, 10. So it is a 10-page document?
Actually, they're two separate documents.
You get an 8.
The purchase agreement is an 8-pager.
Right.
The other is just basically informing you of, certain things you need to be aware of.
Okay. Now, once again, keeping on this thought process that I've already opened you up to today, why would you need to be informing me of anything I need to be aware of when the document is clearly coming from me? Because does it not say at number 1, this offer?
Well, it says this offer, yes, but what happens in the last 2 pages, that's where they go over certain definitions of what certain things mean, like days are calendar days, they're not business days,
Right.
That type of affair.
Does it define the term offer?
I don't recall it saying
I don't
that.
recall it
No,
saying it
no.
either. That's the term I'm talking about. I'm looking on here is offer.
Right.
It says number 1, offer.
Yes, this is an offer, yes. From
Right. So I am offering.
Sound like a European ambulance.
So I am offering. Yes.
Basically, the way I see this, if you just donated an investment contract to them, and everything
It's all
that goes-
donations, yes.
Yeah, and so then you just essentially donate to would be kind of like gifts, some sort of asset transfer tax, like you're probably paying that too.
But they're all held in escrow for you for when the maturity date hits on the transaction, so that you can get it back if you request it. If you don't, they're not going to twist your arm. If you open a savings account at the bank and you put $100 in it, and then you go out to eat dinner tonight, and you discover you need $50 to finish paying for dinner, the bank is not going to read your mind and send you $50.
Oh man. Okay. If it were true that 24 private citizens could come together to create a grand jury with indictment power without the court involvement, that would be insane. Absolutely. How difficult would it be to find 24 like-minded individuals to start throwing out indictments for anything that they disagree with? Not hard at all. Not hard at all. I could probably go around my neighborhood to 30 complete strangers, and I bet you 24 of them would be like, yeah, I'd be down for creating a grand jury. Let's go indict some people. We don't like what's going on with X, Y, and Z in Colorado Springs, Colorado. So no, that's absolutely ridiculous. Of course, there's no way he believes it too. Well, I mean, he said Arizona and he's in California, but yeah, I imagine that if he felt like he could have that much power. Now, keep in mind, it's just an indictment. It still needs to be prosecuted, and there's no way that there's no way that would go anywhere. So no, there's. Oh god, that's so stupid. Anyway, we're still in the process of reading a. I think it's a mortgage contract, but let's continue. I'm trying to not pause too much.
Finish paying for dinner, the bank is not going to read your mind and send you $50. You're going to have to pull out a piece of plastic, or you're going to have to pull out a checkbook, or you're going to have to go to the bank and ask them for your money.
Have you seen that version of South Park about Margarita?
Oh, yes.
Oh, there's the sun right there. There's the sun. It looks just like the dude in the movie, too. Or I should say the dude in the movie looks just like him.
Margaritaville. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen that one. Yeah.
So great.
Joe, may I have a drink of your beer? Yeah, if you guys haven't seen that, it's beautiful. You should watch South Park, the Margaritaville episode.
It is a good one.
I've never watched South Park.
I don't either, but he made me watch that one.
Margaritaville?
I didn't make you.
Well,
I offered.
You can watch it on YouTube.
I never watched. Yeah, you can watch it on the internet. I never watched that show, but it's kind of, the writers are really on the ball.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they're on the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are. And they don't want the contract anymore. You know that too. They're trying to get out of their contract. That's why they're doing all this.
Of course, he's got to make it sovereign. But if I'm going to agree with anything, is that South Park is great.
Trying to get fired.
They will soon.
But I don't think they're going to accomplish that. They'll probably end up dead first. Yes, ma'am.
It doesn't redefine offer on the last two pages.
Right. Yeah. No, it doesn't. No, so it's my offer. Okay. Now, first of all, let's look at this transaction from the beginning. Let's presume that you're the listing agent.
Presumptions.
And you've taken the listing from Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner over here, and they say, we want $500,000 for our home. Now, ethically speaking, I understand because I was a realtor. I went to school for it, got a license, and did all that. So I understand that ethically speaking, I can't now go out and tell people that, well, they want $500,000, but they'll take $400,000. You can't ethically do that. Happens all the time, but it's not ethical. Well, the reason for that is because that's a trespass on their offer. Mm-hmm. It's a dishonor. They made an offer. We want to sell this house for $500,000. Now, who am I to come along when there's an offer on the table and make an offer? I just trespassed on their offer. I just showed my incompetence is what I did. Now, what happens when you show your incompetence and you don't have a executor, you got a little leash around you? They appoint a conservator to take care of all your affairs. So, in my offer here, where I'm going to start out by trespassing against the Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, I'm going to start out by saying I offer blah 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 blah, and I offer $400,000, and then let's go on down the pages a little bit. I offer to let the EPA do whatever they want. I offer to do whatever the government says about lead. I offer to, or some other catchy little things. I offer to pay all the taxes.
Comply with the new cap and trade requirements about sustainability and greenhouse qualifications.
Well, if that's in there too, then that's part of my offer too.
Not there yet.
But-
Termite inspection.
You're in California. They've adopted that from California law, so it's not all over the United States.
But what they're saying is it's not in the purchase offer yet. Not in the purchase offer yet. It's not been approved by the California Association of Realtors yet. It's only been legislated. So I'm going to offer all these things. I'm going to offer to be responsible for the taxes. Then, now for you realtors, pay real close attention here, because what I'm going to start doing when I get down to around page 7, I think, is I'm going to start obligating you. And you have no choice in the matter, do you? Because I say right in there, I offer to let you be responsible for this, this, and this. I offer to let Cal Western Reconveyance Title Company be responsible for this, this, and this, and take care of this, and this, and this, and this. So as part of my offer, I obligated you to do something. So the first thing I want to do, if I was writing one of those, is I'm going to take that offer and I'm going to get my blue pen out. I'm going to start writing draw lines to a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to offer to pay the taxes. I'm not going to offer to let the EPA be involved. I'm not going to offer any of this stuff. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to accept the guy's offer. It's already on the table. And if I don't want to give him $500,000, then I'll counter offer the offer that's on the table. Because that's the proper, honorable way to handle an offer that's on the table, is to counter the offer. Not to give a new offer that ignores the previous offer. That is a dishonor.
The idea being he's offering the property for sale for X dollars, so you're going to counter offer.
Or I'm going to accept.
Right.
Because right there in the MLS book, does it not say $500,000? And does it not say Smith family? And does it not have a date? And then if I stamp it and sign my name on it, does it not have a debtor?
Yes, and
It's
you
a
also
negotiable
say
instrument.
offered at. It's the offered at.
It's a negotiable instrument, right? Exactly. So,
So just the MLS agreement is a negotiable?
of course it is.
So that can be accepted for value.
Yeah, the offer from the homeowner
Can be accepted for value without all those stipulations.
Right, exactly. They made the offer. They didn't offer to sell you the house and you pay the taxes, did they? No, well, that's understood. No, bullshit. They didn't make the offer for you to pay the taxes, did they? No, you came back and trespassed there on their offer and offered to pay the taxes for them. Are they complaining? No. But it was all a big put-up job. At the bottom of that form, does it not say that something about your liability, you're the one being liable for it, that they disclaim any responsibility for it, some wording to that effect? Isn't that what it says at the bottom of the page? Well, you should know though, right? It says at the bottom there?
Yeah. It does, at some point.
Right. It's all your offering. All of it is. This is all us doing these things. We're the ones that are going out and starting the trouble. We're the ones that have the power to stop the trouble. But it's not really trouble. It's just a transaction. It's just business. But we don't understand the business that we're getting involved in because we've been programmed to believe that we're dealing with apples and oranges when we're really dealing with, steak.
So what do you do when they say, I can't take a purchase agreement where all the stuff's lined out? You can't modify it. I mean,
there's your problem.
I know, but they don't have to honor it. They don't have to.
Of course they don't, because that's the trespass. Your offer is the trespass. See, I said if I was going to do one of those forms, I'd start getting my blue pen out. I'm not going to do one of those forms. There's no need for one of those forms. There's already an offer on the table.
So how
I just have to accept it.
How do you proceed with the offer that they present?
Well, if it's Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, I'm going to leave them alone and I'm not going to do anything. But if it's, Bank of America, I'm going to accept their offer. I've done it with the Department of Housing and Urban Development in Phoenix and in Utah. As a matter of fact, in Phoenix, anybody here from Phoenix, right? People here from Phoenix?
There's zoning.
Try going into a realtor and getting a copy of the HUD listings. They won't give them to you anymore. There's 4 realtors in the state that you can go to, and only 4 realtors in the state of Arizona that have it. And they'll try their best to pre-qualify you before you even see the list, because of me and people like me and people that taught me this. Because what we were doing was we were going in and we were taking that HUD list and we were saying, accepted for value, we'll take them all.
Wow.
And we were moving people in, changing the lots, giving them notice, moving people in, changing the lots. As far as I know, there's still people over there living in it. I did one, didn't even move into the damn thing. They did another one in Utah and rented it out for 8 months, and then as far as I know, nothing ever was done with it after that, so they've probably taken it back since then. But the point is, you could do it. You just accept their offer. Bam, it's done. It's over.
Oh my God. And we call that fraud. We call that fraud. All right, let's just keep going. That's crazy. I really want to know if there's any truth behind some of that, which I doubt there is. But it's common that sovereign citizens will sign a mortgage, not pay it. Then it takes you 2 years to evict them. Then they'll try to write a false deed for the land, saying that they own the land. You might own the property as their last Hail Mary. But I have to look into more of why he was targeting HUD housing as opposed to private sellers. I think I know the answer, but if you want to care to venture a guess in the comments, just let me know. I think it has to do with I don't know. It could just be the transactional purpose. I don't know. All right, next part.
The offer is a valid offer. If it wasn't a valid offer, then they're committing fraud. Which is it? Are you committing fraud, or is it a valid offer? Are you demanding that I reach in my pocket and get these green pieces of paper out to get you guys paid? Because I don't think that's what you're demanding, is it? You're not demanding that I go enter into a private agreement with a private Federal Reserve bank in order to get their little green pieces of paper so I can pay you guys. That's not what you're saying, is it? No, I didn't think so. That's why that woman ran away screaming.
Well,
because you cannot use promissory notes to pay debt.
31 CFR 5118 D2 states that the requirement for repayment of specific legal tender is no longer required as of October 27, 1977. 31 CFR. So what do you?
I got to rerun the last part, but he started out by saying a promissory note can't be used to pay a debt. But then what did the guy just say right after?
31 CFR 5118 D2 states that the requirement for repayment of specific legal tender is no longer required as of October 27, 1977. 31 CFR. So what do you think? Okay, here's my note. Go ahead.
Here's some grass clippings.
Yeah. Here's 4 pounds of coffee. Yeah.
Here's some apples. Just be glad they're not rotting yet.
What was it called? What's the subsection?
It's 31 CFR 5118 D is in dog 2, and those D and 2 are in parentheses. It's a lowercase d, and of course the number 2. 31 CFR 5118 D is in dog 2.
Well, this has just got a couple more minutes left on it. It's 12:30. So if you guys want, we can go till this is done and get this one started, and then we can go to lunch. That's all right with everybody. Any questions on what we've gone over so far? When we come back from lunch, I'm going to finish up on the deed of trust and the note and the agreement that's been done, and then go into the remedy that I've discovered and how we're operating that.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
At the close of escrow, when they issue the HUD 101 statement, they're saying that that's the receipt. In actuality, that's just an evidence of the transaction when HUD really wasn't even involved in the transaction. My question is this. If you accept that receipt, you've accepted their offer as that receipt. But if you ask for another receipt to reflect the credit that was extended from the chief financial officer, what would your tact be in forcing their hand to get it?
Put it on the borrower's instructions.
Okay.
Everybody familiar with borrower's instructions?
No.
I know. Nobody's familiar with them, are they? Yeah, your instructions to the trustee or to the
Alleged
title
lender.
company.
Yeah.
To the title company.
Title company, yeah.
Yeah, they're your instructions, but you don't even know they exist. And they say borrower's instructions. And there's a set that says lender's instructions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really a beautiful thing, city sense, in the way they've got it all put together.
Now, basically, we've got a transaction that's happening. There's no issuance of a 1099-A on the first leg, okay, showing an acquisition of secured property. Okay, the secured property being the note by the bank. Okay. So now this is a public and a private contract. What is your feeling about issuing a 1099-A for the private side and issuing a 1099-A for the public side?
Two different 1099s?
Tamir.
I would only do that, I think, if I did an administrative procedure first and verified that they hadn't already done so. Give them proposed copies to.
Well, the banks never filed any 1099-As upon the close of escrow, or anywhere in the 90-day time frame.
The only problem I see with what you're saying, I understand where you're going with that, but the only problem I see with what you're saying is the GED dropout that's open in the letter at the IRS.
Mm-hmm.
And his high school dropout buddy at CID that's going to put you in prison because he thinks that he's protecting the United States from you. That's the only problem I see. Other than that, I think you're absolutely right.
Well, if the A's were routed from a 1099-B, which is basically a reflection of the transaction that happened when you put your name in the application.
Right, I know.
That'd be an obvious step.
I know it would be to you and me, but we think with both sides of our brain. They don't. Yes, sir.
Excuse my conditioning, but if a seller makes an offer to you to sell his house to you for $500 and you accept his offer, what is he getting?
$500.
He's getting the acceptance. He's getting the negotiable instrument back. Negotiated and endorsed right back over to him.
In good faith.
In good faith. The negotiable instrument. Do you not know what a negotiable instrument is? A negotiable instrument has 4 elements. Think about any piece of paper that you've come across in your life and see if they have these 4 elements on it. A creditor, a debtor, an amount due, and a date.
Check.
And if it doesn't have a date on it, then the presumption is it's payable today. So it only has to have a creditor, a debtor, and an amount due on it. And it's a negotiable instrument.
The issue is, then you take it and you monetize it. You cash it at the bank.
Yeah.
Or
If
whatever.
you wish. I don't care how the bank sweeps the floor.
No, I understand, but he's asking, you get the negotiable instrument, now, and he's processing that as a piece of paper, he needs to convert it to Federal Reserve notes.
Well, actually, I don't think you're not talking about you, the man, right? You're talking about you, the bank. Isn't that what you're talking about?
I'm talking about the person. What is he getting?
Well, that's what I said. Is if it was a man, if it was Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, I'd just walk on down the road and not even mess with it. You can't do this with your fellow brother. You can't have divers weights in your bag. Not divers weights in your bag. That's a violation of the law.
Okay, so that answers the whole HUD housing questions from the last part, right? And that's what I thought. I thought that's where he was going with that. You don't want to mess with your fellow citizen, is what he's trying to do. But listings controlled by the government, HUD housing. He's basically saying, let's try to scam them all day long.
2 different weights in your bag or in your home, 2 different standards. Yeah, you can't do that. No, you have to treat your brothers. You have to treat your brothers lawfully, but the bank is not your brother. The bank is a whipping boy. The bank is a dirty, rotten bastard. You know.
And you say you treat your brothers lawfully, which is creating the assumption that everything else that he's saying is unlawful.
It's a fiction. You cannot injure it. It's like Bugs Bunny. You can beat on Bugs Bunny all day long, you ain't gonna hurt it.
Right. And then I think you wouldn't do that, but they would just put it in the bank deposit after 5 p.m. and the banker's acceptance. They'd have to go ahead and reallocate their dollars.
They'd have to do their little things in their computers and move the numbers from one screen to another.
That's what you want to do to your brother, you do to the bank.
That's right.
You don't want to have to talk out both sides of your mouth.
Exactly.
And demonstrate that you're well aware of your trusted goal.
Exactly. Because we know that what they're doing is wrong, so why would we, with that knowledge and foresight, go in and entrap our brother into that same wrong action? That would be wrong on our part. But the banks, they're not our brother.
This on fine, but you don't want to.
Another way, like another thing that maybe on the foreclosure when they have the trustee sale, they send you a certified mail on the trustee sale and the amount. Can you just accept that for value and turn it around so you just release that?
That's the very first step in your remedy, is accepting it for value and returning it to them.
Can you repeat that?
That's number one. That's the very first step in the remedy, is accepting it for value and returning it to them.
Which part?
Repeat that. Couldn't hear her.
That's the very first step in the remedy, is accepting whatever it is they send you for value and returning it. Negotiating it right back to them. It's a negotiable instrument.
What is?
Whatever garbage they sent you. Right. Does it have a creditor on it?
Yeah.
Does it have a debtor on it? Does it have an amount due on it? It's a negotiable instrument. What do you do with negotiable instruments? You negotiate them. You don't hold them. If you hold them, you have the liability. Why would you want to hold it when you can negotiate it?
What if it doesn't have a lot of pages on it? It's a computer-generated letter.
If it's a computer, it doesn't matter. That's from the revised. Now you're into the revised Article 9 of the Uniform Commercial Code. Revised Article 9 of the Uniform Commercial Code tells us that the very fact that a piece of paper exists means it's authorized to exist. And a signature, actual wedding signature is no longer required because signature just means authorization. So the presumption is it's authorized. You have to now defeat the presumption that it's authorized. And that falls right in line with the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. If you don't specifically deny the signature on the instrument, then it's admitted.
Yeah.
Oh man, I need some caffeine to finish this one, but they basically are saying it out loud. What we're doing is sketchy. And I love the whole anti-assumptions and presumptions and assumption things at every traffic stop. But then when they're talking about this stuff, they bring up the words often. So anyway, all right, this is the last 7 to 10 minutes of the first half of the Jerry Kane saga. I'm gonna go get some caffeine.
Yeah, it's all by default. Everything's default. Yes?
So if we receive notice of default, we A for B it?
That's your first step.
Okay.
And then we're going to go over the 90, 91, and 28 for how you finish up the agreement. Right. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves here because we're not quite done with what the agreement is. We're going to finish that up after lunch, and then actually this thing is, oh, it is done now. Okay. So yeah, we can finish that up after lunch.
The A for B can be in the form of a money order with an A for
Yeah,
B.
can you go ahead and put do the next one here?
It is a money order.
We just remember when we're going to lunch.
Acceptance for value.
Yes, a money order is in order to pay money.
So you could do it as a money order.
When they send you a piece of paper and say pay us, that is an order to pay money. That is a money order,
Which you accept for value and return.
which you accept for value and return. And if you want to go do the research and verify all this for yourselves, then what you do is you go to the IRS.gov and you go to their little search window, you know, at the top of the screen, and you put in money order. Put those words in, money order, and hit search, and have fun. It'll tell you all about what a money order is, what the requirements of a money order are.
So if you actually take a document you get, it has the elements on it. It's accepted for value, send it back as a money order.
Guess what the IRS calls that document?
Hey.
Vouch. But you go study money order in IRS.gov and you'll discover that. The voucher is the payment. Now look up the term voucher. What is a voucher? Voucher is the payment.
And
they're giving you the money. And you're holding it. when you should be endorsing it and delivering it and getting it out of your grubby little paws because it's poison. Because if you hold it, you take the liability and everything that goes with it.
You accept.
You accept. Well, you accept it anyhow. You have to accept. You have no choice.
But return.
Accept and return.
And if they ever say, hey, we don't accept this, so you give me back my voucher, they'll never do it.
Too late. Yeah, just send me my money back then. That's fine.
The dishonor creates the discharge.
Right. That's another way of doing it. Yes, that's another way of discharging is by dishonor. But that's a little bit harder to get crammed through. Dishonor is harder. So you got to be a little bit more creative. Just keep in mind that it's never about what it appears to be about. Just like what they've done here. Yes, sir?
Yeah, Jerry, I guess the franchise tax board is a little bit tougher to get those things through.
I disagree as well. It's just a matter of knowing and coming from the proper side of the ledger. Think about if you've dealt with them before, think about the types of terms you've used, what side of the ledger they're coming from. Are you talking about submit? Are you talking about apply? Are you talking about permit? Are you talking about registration? If you're talking about those terms, those all go on that side of the ledger. The only thing you should be talking about is, did you get my notice? Have you acted on my notice? No, we're not going to. So you're failing or refusing to act on my notice. Is that your testimony? No, well, I'm not testifying. Okay, so when can I expect my full reconveyance? Bullshit, we're not giving you no reconveyance. Excuse me, sir. What's your name?
By the way, the call's being recorded.
For your safety.
No, for quality service, quality control, and training purposes.
Yeah, that's one way to get them to hang up on you.
Let them go with
Yeah.
it. Come on.
Yeah, there's a few ways of getting them to hang up with it. Hang up on you. Yeah.
Here's my third from the franchise tax board.
And what's going on with it?
I'm going to accept it for value again. I'm going to put on here payment number 2.
Yep. Third and final payment?
When I get to the third one.
Because
If I
another
have
thing
to.
that you have to understand and take into consideration when you're dealing with these people is that the ones who are in the know, the ones who know that we're right, they still have a paycheck that they got to protect. They still have an existence that they have to protect. They still have a life, you know, a family. So what they have to do is they have to make a determination before they throw it in the trash.
If any of these people are in the seminar sitting on a foreclosure and they are following the instructions by Mr. Kane here, the probability of them losing their house or having lost their house, you know, considering this is 2010, is probably damn near 100%.
Does this guy know what he's doing, or did his brother-in-law tell him to do it, or did he just read something on the internet telling him to do it?
Well,
So they'll test you.
Yeah, they'll test you. They'll always call you.
They'll call you, they'll come to your house, they'll mail you stuff, garbage.
Yeah.
One of my favorite tests, yes sir.
She's paying it twice.
Yeah, she's paid it twice.
Well, to me, you're throwing away your first claim then.
Well, the
You
note,
can stand on
what I
it.
wrote on the first one was accepted for value. On the second one, I wrote, any overpayments must be applied to any outstanding balances. Just to cover
Yeah,
that.
she's covering
because
both
there was
sides
an
of the
amount on there. The first one was for one amount, for 1 year. The second one that came was like this one. And it had,
It's a new contract.
you know, 5 or 6
Treat it
years.
like it.
5
New
or 6
offer.
years on
So
it.
she
Right.
did.
So I added the verbiage on there to cover any overages.
Thank you. But for the goyim, for the idiot that failed his GED test, it's open in the envelope. It says on there second payment. What does he think when he sees second payment? He says, "Oh, this has already been taken care of. I better pass this on upstairs." He doesn't pay attention to all that other garbage on there.
Does anybody in here know what
He's just looking to do his job, get his paycheck, and get the hell home. His kids.
Oh my God, it makes so much sense right now. All right, I'm going to tell you my theory as soon as this section's over.
He's got a soccer game.
Well, I'm sending it to the CFO,
Well, there
Lisa
she's doing that
Garrison.
too.
Oh, Stevie?
Well, Lisa Garrison.
Wait, Stevie Slanislas is
She's the head executive.
Oh yeah, she's the executive
Lisa
officer.
Garrison is the chief financial
Officer?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Ask everybody if they know what the term goyim means.
FTB.
Oh, goyim?
Yeah,
Oh, I've been using that word. Tom points out here, I should ask, does everybody know what the word goyim means? I've been using that word.
Yeah, human cattle.
Yeah. Does everybody understand
What
that?
is it?
No.
Goyim?
No, what's the answer?
Goyim is a Hebrew word. It means human cattle.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they call them.
That's what they refer to.
It's my ex-husband's
Cattle.
father used to refer to as meat. The goyim is here.
Right, yep. Yeah.
I asked my Jewish friend.
It's like
about
calling somebody a wetback. Same thing, or a dago. Same thing.
I asked my Jewish friend about that. He said it's anybody but that's not a Jew.
Right.
It's human cattle.
Right. Well, I use it as anybody that's not a Zionist.
based. It's not
Yeah.
Torah based. It's
Right.
Talmudic based.
Right, yeah, Talmudic, right.
Talmudic, because that's what they've done is they create a state within a state, and they always want to create two sides because they can control the outcome of both sides.
Right. Because they can
Healing dialectic, create the problem, display the problem, and offer up the cure.
Right, exactly. And so they will test. They will do silly stuff like sending her that back, or I got a letter back here a couple months ago after we did the notice for them for the release of lien in 1991-28. An attorney wrote back and he writes an entire full page, single space, small type, and he does a beautiful job of going over the entire history of the transactions between his family and his bank. I mean, it's in detail. And then all the way at the bottom, the next to last sentence, in the last paragraph, it says, "But we're not the real party in interest anyhow." So see, that's another instance of that where you got to read through all their garbage to get to the good stuff all the way at the very end, or almost at the very end. You can't just skip to the end because it might be in the middle.
So tell him what you did.
Yeah. So what I did was I wrote a letter back to him, and I said, "Thank you for your release of lien." I said, "Thank you for your release of lien."
That was it?
Well, that was, as far as I was concerned, it was, but he
Not being
wasn't.
real party.
He decided that he wanted to have another say-so about it. He was trying to get the last word in, and I can't have that. So he wrote back to me, and he says, "I did not release any lien." So I wrote a letter back to him and took his letter, and right there where it said, "We're not the real party in interest," we took a yellow highlighter and highlighted it. And then down where his signature is, I highlighted his signature. And then I wrote him a little note and said, "Is this not your signature on your company's letterhead? Did somebody forge your signature on your company's letterhead?" And I sent that question off to him. Did somebody forge your signature on your company's letterhead?
What do you say then?
I don't know.
He said, "I'm going to take your house," and then they did take your house.
I'm still waiting. Yeah. Questions are where it's at, folks. Anyhow, where's Joe? Hey, Joe?
Oh, okay. All right, guys. So I thought this was separated over 2 days. Apparently, they're just about to go to lunch. I have the whole second half that I'll do in a couple different sections, but woo! Sorry, I was, for as interesting as Jerry Kane is relative to the facts that surrounded his death and the hundreds, if not thousands, of sovereign citizens that have followed his teachings over the past couple decades. I forgot what I was going to say, but man, that was bloody boring. It was bloody boring. And it's just filled with so much BS. But okay, so I said I was going to say my opinion on what he's trying to do. And basically what it sounds like he's trying to do is that by sending in a return letter to a demand for payment, by saying something like second payment, they're hoping that somebody's going to open this and start processing the pay slip, and they'll see something that says second payment on there, like, oh, I must have forgot to input the check or something like that, right? And by the way, he misused the word goyim. From my understanding, goyim is, and I'm half Jewish, but I've never really followed that religion. But I've been around him my whole life, and I've always understood goyim to mean non-Jewish. But apparently there's another slang derogatory name for it that I've never heard. Then again, goyim is not a common phrase used, so who knows? But it sounded like he's got some racism in him too. All right, you guys. Besides the fact that I'm falling asleep because that was insanely boring from like just a context standpoint, I thought the content was fantastic. Now, I think you will too. I don't leave your comments on that. So far, we've been in the right to travel, the misinterpretation of the Constitution, the misinterpretation of Supreme Court case law, the whole definitions thing. Now we're kind of in like the trustee, the Federal Reserve Bank access to the financial system, the contracts relative to promissory notes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But now you're kind of getting to see where all this is starting to kind of come together into all the things the sovereign citizens will pull together, whether they're at a traffic stop or they're a civil claims court or a criminal case court or a criminal court, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, by the way, my mind's still mind blown about that grand jury comment that he made. And I didn't look it up in Arizona, but there's just there's no way that's true, right? There's no way that's true. It's not even worth looking up. So, oh man. All right. So the next section is going to feature another video featuring the South Dakota Sovcit, and then another section of Jerry Kane. His son will speak at one point. I think it's just really short, but again, it's a part that they used in the movie at some point. And then I'll go back and ask Hutch what he's, if you see if we want to plan on doing the combined documentary, include the body cam footage. There's two different scenarios where there's camera footage, and then there's the conspiracy theories, and then all the stuff around the whole loss of life for Mr. Jerry Kane and son. Cool. You guys have an awesome freaking weekend. Go Broncos tomorrow. Oh, and if you're watching this for the first time, you don't like the Broncos, then still subscribe. I think we'll still get along.